Hello everyone, welcome. So today I will be discussing a chapter of science of class 9. This chapter is matter around us pure? So the first question is, what is matter? So this had been discussed. What is matter? Matter is anything that occupies space. Matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. So this is a matter. So when I talk about matter, so this matter, so now let me think of few examples of matter around us. So what do we see around us? I see around me maybe air. I don't see air, but I have different things. I see a cot. Okay, I see doors. I see windows. Okay, a chalk board. So all these things are matters. So when I say matter, so now let me specify few things coming to class 9. So when I say matter, I can classify matters into two types. One is pure substance and one is mixture. So if in a matter I have numerous things put together, then I say it is a mixture. Then I say it is a mixture. Same, I can have sand which is mixed with, some mud. So that is a mixture that I have. But when I have pure, it is same kind of particles is present. So herein I have got more than one kind of particle. So like I can here have a sugar solution. Sugar and water. Sugar solution is again a mixture. So more than one kind of particle is there. Pure means I have one kind of particle. So there is the same kind of particle. Now this pure substance can further be classified into two. What is it? This pure substance can be classified into two. One is an element and other is a compound. Element means one kind of atom and compound is more than one kind of atom. So element means oxygen is an element, whereas carbon dioxide is a compound. See, both are pure substances. If I talk about oxygen, that is also pure. If I talk about carbon dioxide, that is also pure because wherever I go, I find the same composition of carbon dioxide. Wherever I go, I find the same composition of oxygen. So, but when oxygen in air, what happens? I have got different. I have got oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen. So there are so many gases. So now this is why I say air is a mixture. Okay. So this is what I say about matter. Now coming ahead, I will again say I can. So presently till now, how did we classify matter? We classified matter to be basically two types, pure and mixture. And I told pure can be of two types. One is element, other is compound. Similarly, mixture also can be of two types. I can have homogeneous mixture. I can have heterogeneous mixture. Right? Now, if I add sugar into water, what happens? Sugar dissolves completely in water. Right? After some time, this will become sweet water. So that is sugar solution, if I say, is a homogeneous mixture. Whereas if I add some amount of chalk to water, then what will happen? I will have the chalks being settling down, whereas less of chalks on the top. So that is a heterogeneous mixture where the composition is not same throughout. That is heterogeneous mixture, and where the composition is same, equal throughout. Sugar solution, that is a homogeneous mixture. So this is how I classify the matter. Okay, this is how I classify the matter. So based on composition, if I would be telling, I can classify matter into elements, compounds, and mixture. Again, mixture can be further classified. Broad classification of matter is pure substances and mixture. Okay, so the next, I have another way of classifying matter. So based on its metallic property, I will be classifying matter in two types. One is it is metal, other is non-metal. So metal, iron is a metal, nickel is a metal. So I have got various non-metals, hydrogen, chlorine. Okay, all those are non-metals. So we should be able to classify metals and non-metals. So if I classify between metals and non-metals, there are various ways it can be classified. First, if I talk about the hardness. So metals are hard, whereas non-metals are not. Just compare common metal, iron, common non-metal, oxygen. So metal is very hard, whereas non-metal is very soft, or sometimes it's even in the gaseous form, because I gave the example as oxygen. Right. Now, what about the shining property? Shining property means what? It is the luster I am talking about. Okay, this is the shining property that I have in the metal. So metals have a shining property, non-metals do not shine. Next, I have malleability. Malleability. Malleability means I can go ahead and extend it to sheets, stretch it into sheets. So beat it into sheets. So metals are malleable, non-metals are not. Ductility. So this is extending into wires, stretching into wires. Metals are ductile, non-metals. No, it's not ductile. Rather, let me say non-metals, they are very brittle. Brittle means as soon as I beat it, it will break down. Okay, it will break. So that is, metals are very brittle. Okay, so if you can just remember, metals are lustrous, malleable, and ductile. Lustrous, malleable, ductile, LMT. So that is metals, and these are all non-metals. Metals, if I say, I told you they are mostly in solid state, and non-metals may be solid, liquid, or gaseous state. Okay. So again, density, if I talk about density, I told you these are hard. Metals are high density and non-metals are low density. If I talk about the boiling point and melting point, metals have a high boiling point and melting point, non-metals have a low boiling point and melting point. So these are various differences that you will find for metals and non-metals. In between, there are few options like if I talk about silicon, if I talk about germanium, all this are, it might have a lustrous property. Silicon germanium has got a lustrous property like metals, but it is very brittle, which is a property of a non-metal. So these belongs to the group of metalloids. This belong to the group of metalloids, which is nothing but they show some property of metals and some property of non-metals. So they are known as metalloids. So that's it with the classification of substances till now. And the next part of the video that I will be coming ahead for class 9 science would be the second part. We would be talking about solutions, and we will be going further with the chapter in different parts of the video. Thank you.